Hey everybody, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today we are returning with Paper Mario 64. We're listening to Over Shiver Mountain from Dainty Music, followed by Freeze from Nitro 64. These are requested by Stuckboy and Illegally Sam. What was I going to read here? This track plays on Shiver Mountain. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Says it for me. Very interesting timing. I'm currently playing my very first Mario right now. And it's also a 64 game. It is Super Mario 64. You can find it there. Jesse's Wallets, forever. It's going to be interesting hearing Mario now in a sort of different light. Things always, switch in my brain once I've experienced a little bit of it. And by experience, I mean, I'm talking like a few hours, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I can officially say now that I've started to play a Mario game, and that's wild to me, but here we go. Paper Mario is actually pretty good. I've heard a couple stuff from it, and really renowned and loved game, but this is Over Shiver Mountain. It sounds like a pair of cold songs. Let's go. Don't know the composer. Sounds immediately like a winter theme. Wait, what? Excuse me. There's a beat? Yep, it's got all the ingredients of Winter Wonderland, doesn't it? The swells, the sound of snowfall. I'm not even joking. It's songs like this. Ooh. It's songs like this that inspired the VGM Vibe series. The ones that are just so blatantly a location sound. This is dope. If you hear this song, I feel like there's no doubt you can hear the winterness of it, the coldness of it. So if I were to ever do another VGM Vibes winter episode, this would be there. Interesting. The lead is just playing the chords in the background. So instead of it's just arpeggiating it all over and over. Glockenspiel sounds, xylophones. I forget what that family of instruments are called. Even though they're not real instruments here. This right here. Every time you hear that, little doo-doo-doo-doo, it's just that broken up. And it just ends. That was like a quintessential masterclass on wintry, cold themes. I could even feel, I'm not even exaggerating, you can feel a little bit of like a breeze. And that's something because it's actually kind of hot right now. But, okay. The only thing I was told, I don't know about the context of these songs, but I was told when I was told to check out these songs is that it's winter, so I wanted to get some, winter style themes in there. That's it. And I mean, yeah, it's exactly, there's really not much to say. It's exactly what it's meant to do. When I came up with VGM Vibes, it's 100% this stuff. Although I will say it's kind of a mixture. I thought of that idea because I've always known of stuff just like this, but had nowhere to kind of like place it in a conversation. But also, it was a way for me to talk about songs that I know that could be part of that same subject. Because for the most part, this channel, is the reaction stuff, and that's songs I don't know that people are sharing with me. So I wanted a way to do the reverse and show songs. But when I started to do that, and it quickly took off, I did forest themes, winter themes, spooky, whatever. It's been a while since I made a video though, because it's the last idea has been kind of messing with me, but But I do remember the winter theme episode quite a bit because that was the first time I had guests on the channel. That opened the door. You know, I had like Jesse Cox on that. I had Babe Ruthless. You know, it was a really fun time. What's his? God, Husky. You know, from the guitar covers. So it was really cool. You know, it was. It's just I don't know. I'm gonna miss talking about VGM vibes if I keep talking about it, but I'm still working on it. By the way, it's just I can't believe it's been that long because I uploaded that over a year ago now. Jeez, and that was like episode 6 or 7 or something. Anyways, hearing this, I will say that the Nintendo 64, although I'm playing it through the Switch NSO version, it's a lot better of a sound than I imagined. I thought it was going to be really outdated, but I try my hardest because I've complained a lot about how that game moves. I'm talking about Super Mario 64. But I mean, at the same time, I have to put myself in that kind of driver's seat. Yeah, I'm playing it like 30 years later where advancements has happened, and also I don't have those rose-tinted glasses. So I could see how clunky SM64 feels, but it's not like the worst thing ever. I used to play a lot of Ape Escape, and that game, dude, Ape Escape has horrendous controls. Also has the slipping and sliding when you stop. But even that, Ape Escape, do you know how you jump in that game? You have to press R1. R1, right here. This button to jump. Not X, not circle, not B, not A, R1, shoulder button to jump. So, but anyways, hearing the 64 for the first time, like experiencing it, has been very like endearing and nice. It's very, I try to imagine, it's hard to explain, but whenever I'm playing that game, and when I hear stuff like this, I kind of do the same thing. I put myself in this sort of imaginary state of being that age and experiencing those things and not just hearing it as a grown adult, if that makes any sense. I want to somehow try to relate to the people that are going to watch this because they know it. And I can only get so far with that, but I was getting it here. I was trying to, you know, be a kid and hear the snowflakes falling and all that. So I really like that. This one is also short. Now this, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how Paper Mario works as far as levels, if it's any different than 64, but it's just called Freeze. So it's got to be in the same world or just another snowy level, but this is Freeze. Is it Boston? Yuka Sugiyoko is the composer. Designed for the Rumble Pack. Forgot about the Rumble Pack. Wait, when did Paper Mario release? I'm looking it up. I like how it's like playing with volumes. Oh, 4 years after SM64, 2000. Yeah, I would say there's a big advancement there. That's a big difference. That's almost over. Damn. What the heck? Just kind of came and went? Okay. So I'm not sure how many people were involved, because I know Mario's, even back then, was always a big thing. So I'm not sure if they had like different allocated teams for different Mario games. Probably, considering this is a totally different type of adventure. It's 2D, right? And the graphics look totally different. I know Koji Kondo was 64, SM64. This was Yuka Tsujiyoko. Oh, also Taishi Senda. But it's like a totally different vibe. It's 4 years later, so I don't know. Is this the next game after SM64? I find that kind of hard to believe. I feel like there's a new Mario game every year. Let me know, actually. Even if it was, even if Mario was in any sort of cameo or something, was there anything between SM64 and Paper Mario? 4 years, dude. Wait, what? The Nintendo 64 was still going in 2000? I could have sworn they stopped in like 99, or what am I confusing that with? Damn, now I actually don't even know when when 64 stopped. Huh. Anyways, totally different. Even just from the last song, but whoa, that sounded like what I would have to imagine. I haven't fought many bosses yet in Mario. I think 2. Big Boo and early Bowser. That's the only thing I could think of. It's got that intensity of like a, hey, we're here at the boss fight. But honestly, who knows? I don't know how Paper Mario gets down. But that time, though, I'll say the opposite. I would never think that has anything to do with cold at all. That sounds more of like a generic boss team that could be used anywhere. Assuming this requester put them together and they know their stuff, they're either just both cold related or they're one right after the next. And considering the order I listened to, I can only guess that this is at the end of Shiver Mountain. Let me know. But damn, that sounded really good. It sounded like a trance beat or something. And not only that, it was like volume swelling with the dynamics. That was interesting. That sounded really advanced, actually. I'm not gonna lie. And that's through like the compression of, how old is this? This is an old video. Oh god, 2016. 10 years ago. Jeez. Doesn't even sound like that old. But no, I could definitely tell that sounds way better in game. Like, that sounds amazing in game, and I haven't even heard it in game, so. I'm not gonna lie. I am looking to expand in like what Mario games I play in the future. I already have the next one set, which is Odyssey. I don't know if people knew that, but I kind of like announced it in, I've soft announced it, but also in my latest Mario VOD. I was like, yeah, here I own the physical copy of Odyssey. I don't know when I'm playing that, by the way. But after that, you know, I'm sure I'm still gonna want to like dabble in Mario. And Paper Mario always looked pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Although I'm not sure if I would play this one. I'd probably play the newer ones. Like I think is it the Thousand Year Door? No, Origami King. I forgot. There's so many Mario games, dude. Either way, that was really cool. I really enjoyed the intensity of that. And the first one sounded like winter personified. So I can 99% imagine snowfall and all that. This to me just sounds like a generic boss theme. And I don't mean generic in a bad way. I mean like it's probably used more than once. But it's called Freeze, so I don't know. Okay. Let me know what happened between 1996 and 2000 for Mario. Thank you to the requesters. Thanks to everyone you see here. If you want to see me play Super Mario 64, it's at Jesse's VODs. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.